Hey yo, what up? This is Sean Arias, and you're now listening to Pardon My Perspective. Pardon My Perspective is sponsored by Establish Apparel. Go to establish.com, check out all the new merchandise we have online. In order to be established, you have to settle for what you love and not what you can tolerate. Today I have Quinton Woods with me. Quinton, he was a star basketball player. He played college ball, and now he has his own training program, elevating basketball skills from all ages, men and women. Quinton, what's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. Chilling.
Yeah. So, how'd you get started loving basketball?
My dad put the ball in my hands when I was 6 years old, man. I fell in love with the game, and it just kind of went from there.
Did you have any influences coming up playing ball?
A few. Allen Iverson.
Did any of them wear number 8 or 24?
Nah, I don't think so.
After high school, you went to Reinhardt, right?
I went to Volunteer State in Gallatin, Tennessee, my freshman year. Then transferred to Iowa Central in Iowa. Then I went to Chattahoochee Tech in Marietta, then went to Reinhardt. So 4 different colleges.
All right, and was there any point within the journey of college where you discovered the skill and the passion of training, or was it after then?
No, it was after. My ultimate goal was always to play professional basketball after college. NBA 1 in a million, so going international, play professional was always my goal, and it didn't really pan out how I wanted it to. So I was scrambling, trying to figure out what I was going to do when it didn't pan out how I wanted it to.
Yeah, gotcha. And when did training come to your mind? Like, I know you, like I said, having the love for basketball and everything like that. Were you looking for something still in the same area as far as doing what you love?
For the most part, I tried coaching. Like I was going to be a parapro and a community coach at our high school, Coosa High School. That didn't really work out. So after I graduated Reinhardt, I kind of started training kids. But to me at the time, it was more so like just a little side thing that I was doing until I get an opportunity to go play professional basketball. And it kind of just started building from there. And that was 2014 when I first started doing it.
Yeah, okay. And it's okay, so it's about 4 years now? About 4 years?
5 years.
5 years? Gotcha, okay. And was there anything when you first started that you were hesitant to start it, or you unsure about it? Like once your clientele started building up, was there any points where you like, should I go for this full time or?
I would always look at the time I was looking at different trainers on Instagram back then, and I was seeing how big they was, and I would reach out to a couple of them and ask how did they build their business, because while I was playing that waiting game to get a contract to go play, I was trying to build something. So I was kind of just riding the wave and hoping it would grow, but I was never hesitant about any of it because it's teaching basketball, something I had been doing my whole life, so I was always comfortable teaching it. Because like I said, I'm not reinventing the game, I was just teaching it to kids that was wanting to learn the game.
Gotcha. And like I said, from what I've seen since I've seen when you first started, I definitely seen growth in the whole business altogether. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How are you with the local support of where you're from? Like, because I know as an individual, I've done things as far as businesses, and I've done music, and sometimes it's hard to get that local support of where you're from. A lot of people say it's easier to get people to support you who are not in your local community first.
Yeah.
So did you experience anything like that?
Yeah, somewhat, man. It's hard starting from where you're from because people always want a discount because they know you or they want to do it for free. And I can remember one particular time, I was still living in Rome. I held a basketball clinic in Canton, which is where I live, at my college, and I had 20-something kids show up, and I held one that same day in Rome, and maybe 20 kids were signed up online and 2 kids showed up.
Yeah.
So I think 5 years now, up to now, I think my hometown is just now kind of starting to recognize how good of a job I do with what I do. So
yeah,
I think it's coming around.
And what's crazy, it sucks that it's like that. You know what I mean? Because you think, because like I tell my wife all the time, like, you know, like people are, like I said, when I was performing music and stuff, people would miss that free show of somebody who they know and go to a $100 ticket to in Atlanta to somebody who they don't even know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it sucks like that to see the like I said, just the non-support that people have like that. Like even me now with the established thing, I've ran across a few people who has, you know, for me, I'm cool. Like as a creator, I have to understand not everybody will like everything that I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if somebody said they don't like it, I'm cool with that. But my thing is, don't tell me you like it and then just, you know, trash it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, tell me no, tell me you don't like it. You know, or just, like I said, I know some people just, it's hard to get that support.
Yeah.
So I definitely understand how that is. Having that clinic right there, the one back in Rome, did that like, what did it do to your mind? Did that motivate you? Did that set you back mentally? Like, did you second guess, okay, maybe this is not what I want to do, or what?
Nah, man, I'm mentally tough. I'm built different, so it didn't really affect me. It just kind of pushed me away from even trying to do stuff in my hometown.
Yeah.
I was just gonna take it somewhere else, which is where in Canton, where I went to college from. A lot of kids seen me play college ball there, so they knew I had a successful college career at Reinhardt. So they was eager for basketball training because in Canton you didn't have anything like that in the area, and it was new to them. So they was eager to get it.
Yeah, gotcha. And the Quinton now, what would you tell the Quinton starting out?
That's a tough one, man. I don't know, man. I probably would have went back and made a few things different, but I probably wouldn't change too much though, man. I enjoyed the journey. Like when I look back now, and it's always beauty in the struggle. So when I look back at it now and the grind I went through, because when I first started out, you know, I just wanted that quick success and for it to happen overnight, but it don't happen like that. So now when I look, starting in 2014 when I graduated college, and then fast forward to now 2019, like, I mean, I probably wouldn't change nothing I did. Yeah.
I know, like, basically, I've heard the saying was, like, if you do something, if you really love what you do, grinding for 5 to 10 years is nothing, because you're doing something you really love, that you really have a passion for. You know what I mean? So, you know, I understand, like, of course, we always want that overnight success and everything like that. But like I said, me with the clothing thing, I know that it's not going to happen when nothing happens, like, overnight. You know what I mean? But for me to set that foundation of, like, of the whole journey, like, of the story of where I want to go with it, and same thing how you did with yours, you know, and now you can sit back and tell the stories, like, yo, I remember I had 2 people come to a clinic, you know, and sit back and laugh at it now. You know, now when you have like over hundreds or so people come to your stuff, and I'm sure in the future it's gonna, you know, continue growing and growing and growing. And like I said, it's, you know, like I said, definitely a pleasure. You know, for me, I always, you know, no matter what you do, you always have my support, because you somebody I've known since the 1st grade, and for me, the fact that I do know you, I support you even more. You know what I mean? I support anybody who's doing something. The fact that I do know you, I support you even more. You know what I mean? Like I told you, man, even if you want me to post something, I got you. Hit that retweet or hit that repost for you. You know what I mean? Because I definitely enjoy the path you're going down and everything that you're doing, man. Now we're gonna do a quick few questions. It's called, this, you know, podcast called Part of My Perspective. So I want to get your perspective on a few things. We're gonna talk about college basketball players. The big thing in the news right now is they're having a big discussion about should college basketball players get paid. What is your opinion on that?
I feel like that's tricky, man, especially me playing college basketball, and I know I had kids when I was in college, so I mean, like I said, I was built different coming through college. My mindset was different. I was mentally tough. I just feel like if you do pay college players, it can take away that hunger to get to the next level. So I know with me, you know, all throughout college, I always had one thing on my mind, to try to get paid playing the game. So I mean, then it's like if you do if you do pay the players, you know, how do you find that balance of, you know, how much do I pay the starting 5 players of the kids that never get off the bench? Like, how do you determine what they get paid.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. I feel like it can take away the hunger.
Yeah.
You know, in college.
Yeah, it's a lot of different angles to definitely look at it. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely one of them to basically like. It's hard to really narrow down. Okay, what should I pay this person? Or should we do it?
Yeah.
And then it was somebody online. I forgot who it was that was saying that their college still get money off their jerseys, and they've been gone from college about 10 years now.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, how do you know, it's a tough line to walk down.
Yeah.
For me, it'll definitely have to be really painted out. You know what I mean? The vision, the plan for it, if they really do want to, you know, start paying, which I understand, like, because a lot of times, like, you know, college is expensive.
Yeah.
Very expensive. You know what I mean? Like, I've seen, like, my wife, she was going for nursing for 2 books. It was $700, and you can't even touch those books. Those are books that they're literally on your laptop, and I think they delete after like 5-6 months. So you're paying $700 for something that deletes in 5 to 6 months. You can't keep forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So college is definitely expensive. So I can see how being an athlete, having that extra money come in can definitely, you know, do well.
I mean, I see. I mean, because look at people like Zion. I mean, you think he didn't generate a lot of funds to do? People came to see him in that team. So I mean, it's definitely something to talk about, but it's tricky.
And if you look at, like I said, when he got hurt, what if that was his career right there?
Yeah.
And this thing, all that money he brought in there, and that was his career over.
Yeah. So it's tricky, man.
It really is. You know, I am, like I said, the first state who signed on for it is California, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, 2023 is when that takes effect. So we'll definitely see how that pans out. You know, maybe other states will fall in line.
Yeah.
We'll definitely see. But another question, one, I want to get before I get your top 5, because of basketball players of all time, I was watching ESPN lately, and I seen this guys talk about this great player named Kobe Bryant. And it's a Bleacher Report list of all-time players that say Kobe Bean Bryant is number 14. You know me since the first grade. You think I was cool with that? Nah. Do you think Kobe Bryant is number 14 of all, like, on the all-time list?
Nah, definitely top 5. I'm a LeBron James fan, but Kobe top 5.
Yeah, now, for me, I've been a LeBron hater for years, because you know, I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Laker fan since I was like 8-9 years old, and stayed with it. And I've been a Kobe hater. I mean, not Kobe hater, LeBron hater. I'm growing on LeBron as a player off the court. I love everything that he does, the business-wise, the stuff he does for the coaches, kids, and stuff. I love all that. Now that he's on my team, you know, I gotta, you know, love his game a little more.
Yeah.
But being a Kobe fan, I feel like Kobe gets disrespected. You know what I mean? I feel like Kobe, before, you know, the unfortunate case in Denver, Colorado, the whole rape case.
Yeah.
Before then, he was like the golden boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On every McDonald's, every Sprite commercials, and everything like that. And I feel like ever since then, he had a blemish, and people, you know, didn't give him the respect he needed.
Yeah.
I look at it as, like I said, I may be a little biased, maybe, but it was no way in the world Steve Nash should have got back-to-back MVPs those years when Kobe scored 81, carried a team that had a bag of crackers and Skittles on it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know, Kobe should have got 2 MVPs, at least 2, maybe 3 in his 20 years of playing.
Yeah.
So we said he's not 14. You said top 5. Who is your top 5? You can start with Kobe if you want to, or Kobe or Jordan. I'll give you that. Let's start right there.
You got to go with Wilt.
Number 1?
No particular order. I'm just giving you 5. Wilt Chamberlain, Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. I don't know about that 5th one.
You got the master skyhook. You got Kareem. He the most points all time.
Yeah, Kareem would probably be in there too. So yeah.
Hey, you notice about 4 of your 5 are Lakers, right? You do notice that, right?
I see. Yeah.
Oh, no, my bad.
3.
Yeah, no.
4.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, except for Jordan.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, you know, Lakers got something good they got going on over there. You know, but me, I would say, like I said, no particular order. Kobe, Jordan. I would put LeBron in my top 5. I would put Magic Johnson in my top 5. For my 5th, it's either Kareem or Larry Bird. You know, I think Larry Bird is someone, he was just a bad boy.
Yeah.
You know, he was definitely he had that dog in him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So Larry, I feel like he was the opposite of personality was, of course, of Magic Johnson. But that game was very really similar. They can both pass. I think Bird can shoot a little better.
Shoot it.
Yeah, but Bird would probably be my fifth. I'm trying to think of somebody else. Then I run up my top 10 with the Allen Iversons and stuff like that. AI, someone who else I think should get a little more respect. Like I said, I do appreciate your time, man. This is Quinton Wood. He has tell me your Facebook, Instagram, any information they can find you at.
Facebook is Wood Elite Skills Training. Instagram is Wood Elite Skills Training.
All right, and if you have any training, if you want to get any of your skills in basketball elevated, dribbling, shooting, this is the man to see. Defense, no matter what it is, go to the Facebook, Instagram, and definitely link up with him. Definitely, like I said, love the process he's made within the 5 years of the growth. Like I said, appreciate you again, my man.
All right, appreciate it.
Hey, this is Sean Arias with Parting My Perspective. And once again, it's sponsored by Establish Apparel. Go to establish.com. In order to be established, you have to settle for what you love and not what you can tolerate. Appreciate you.